Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and I am here with week 35 of the Slow Stitch with K3N. And this week is called Hanging by a Thread. And K3N was creating what looks like a mosaic. She was stitching little squares or rectangles or shapes of different colored threads. And she was focusing on this project, she was focusing on thread instead of cloth. We usually focus on the cloth, but she said this week she wanted to focus on the thread because that's what holds everything together. And that's true. And so she was using her orts to create this project, and she did such a beautiful job. It looks just like a mosaic to me. And so I'm going to try my hand at this, but mine's going to be a little different than hers. I've had an idea, so I hope it's going to work. So I'm going to turn the camera and we'll get to it. Okay, so this is my idea. I don't have my wool mat because I'm going to be tracing this leaf, this outline of a leaf, on some muslin that I've tea dyed and backed with a piece of pillowcase. And I'm hoping to have my project be hanging by a thread with this leaf like it's hanging from a branch. And then I'm hoping to mosaic the leaf with the different color of my orts, or what I call threadlings. So first of all, I'm just going to attempt to trace this leaf. It's a real leaf that some of my friends found on the ground during their walk, and I pressed it, and I'm hoping to use it in some of my art, stitch on it. But I thought this would be a good way to draw a leaf by just tracing this one. I love mosaics, and I thought Catherine's piece was beautiful, but I thought, well, maybe I can mosaic a leaf. So I'm going to give it a try. And then for the stem, I'll probably just do a stem stitch or a back stitch, and then I'll create some stitching for a branch right here. It's good, where it's kind of hanging from a thread from this branch. So there's my leaf traced out. Just gonna now make the little spines, and then each section I'm going to hope to do a different color. So we'll see how it goes. So that's what it looks like right now, just a sketched out version. And then my branch is gonna and it would be really beautiful to use some different pieces of fabric, which I might do also for a project. But this one we're focusing on threads. So I'm just going to use thread. So I'm going to pin this now together, and then I'll probably stitch around the outside after I get all the stitching done. I'm not sure. got these, this is a quite long thread. Some of these threads I put in my orts are really short like this, and then some are really long. I think this is part of some threads somebody gave me and I just stuck them in there. And I've got this purple thread all threaded, so I think I'll start with that. And I'm just gonna do some satin stitching. Maybe I'll do the center spine with this purple. I'm just going to come up and go over and just go in and out and do a satin stitch. And this will probably take a lot of stitching. But I think it's going to be beautiful in the end. Oops, I almost unthreaded my needle. So I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. It's the Sunday before Labor Day here where I live, and I was baking some cupcakes earlier because my granddaughter, one of my granddaughters, is having a Labor Day picnic tomorrow, barbecue, and she asked me to bring the dessert. So my plan is to make the cupcakes into a cake that looks like an American flag. They're just white cupcakes, and then I'm going to decorate with strawberries and blueberries to form a flag, and white frosting. So that will be fun. The whole family and some friends are invited. So I'm finally getting caught up with the K3N Slow Stitch challenges. I know tomorrow she'll be doing another one, but I won't be so far behind. I just get myself so involved in challenges that sometimes I can't keep up, and I think I want to do everything, but I know I can't. So I love this satin stitch, but it does take a long time. And today was a little noisy for a while because the Blue Angels are still here, flying overhead. And they're pretty noisy. I think it was because it was cloudy earlier and they couldn't fly so high because of the clouds. So they were flying pretty low and it was really loud. So I'm just going to keep stitching on this spine go all the way down, and then I will be back to show you the rest of the mosaic. Okay, I have stitched the top there of the stem with the purple, and then I switched to green because I had a few green threads, and I just did a stem stitch down the middle, and then I started doing a satin stitch here at the bottom with the green, and now I've got some red, and I'm going to start filling in this side here. And I'm just going to keep changing colors as I go. I got quite a few different colors here. I was surprised how many long pieces I had in my orts. I think they came from a bracelet that that was given to me. It wasn't the one my granddaughter gave me, but I think I got one at a dinner party I went to. And I just took it apart because I thought, oh, I could use it in my slow stitch. I didn't really want to wear it. This thread, I think it's 6 strands, so it's pretty thick. So I'm trying not to pull it too tight. And just going in, doing satin stitch. And if I miss a little area, I go back. But with this thicker thread, it fills in pretty good. I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. I think it's going to be really beautiful. But like I said before, it's going to take quite a bit of time. So I'm just going to keep working on it. And every time I switch colors, I will come back and show you how it's processing along. Okay, well, I've done quite a bit of stitching, and I'm really liking how it looks. I did use some 6 strand in a couple places, but it's really just too thick. So I had to go back to 3 strands because it was puckering the fabric up, and it was just too difficult to stitch on this fabric. This fabric isn't heavy enough to hold that many strands. So, but it's coming along. It's not really taking that much time. It's really fun, and I'm just going to continue stitching, and I'll stop and show you as I get a little farther. Okay, I'm doing another update. It's coming along nicely, and the only problem I'm having is getting caught on some of these threads back here, and sometimes pulling my stitches too tight and it puckers it up. But I did press it down, and that helped to kind of get rid of some of the puckers. But so far so good. I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done, and it's really enjoyable. And I'm going to keep going, and I'll do another update. Okay, I have finished it, and I think it's very beautiful. Pull it out a little bit so you can see it good. It did take me quite a while. This is Tuesday, and I started on Sunday, but I didn't stitch, straight through. I just did a few hours on Sunday and Monday and today. So I'm not sure how many hours it took me. I'm guessing maybe 10, because I had other things going on. I couldn't just stitch continuously. But I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I just love it, and it was really fun. I couched down a piece of yarn that I had for the branch, and I just did all different colors of floss. A lot of it was orts that I had, so I used all them up, and then I had to go to some of my embroidery floss to finish it. But I'm really happy with it, and I'm hoping I can make another one. I did learn a few things. It puckered up this cloth, so I should have put it on a bigger piece of material and put it in a hoop. That would have helped, I think. So if I make another one, I will put it on a bigger piece of material and put it in a hoop, because it probably wouldn't pucker the fabric as much as it did, but also maybe a little heavier fabric, I'm not sure. But it was a fun experience, and I might even make another one using fabric for the colors, and maybe a real branch here. So I will be doing these more because it is going into fall, and that's the times when the leaves fall. I might even do one with a real leaf. So there's lots of opportunities. I hope you were inspired maybe to try this and see for yourself what you can create. If not a leaf, maybe some other design, or just do little squares of this satin stitch. So I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.